county business. Get interested in it, and before we get started, I'm gonna ask everybody to stand up, next to them. And people do some words of prayer, and they stand, and we'll take the lead, and we'll.
Let's pray. Our kind of living Heavenly Father, how we thank you for this gift of another day of life. We thank you for blessing us with another opportunity to assemble as governors of the county. Lord, we ask you to let any spirit of discord that might here arise be dispelled. Help us to remember that we are here to govern, not necessarily to take issue with one another, although at times we feel we must. Lord, we ask you to lead us and guide us and keep us and help us to govern well. For it's in the name of Christ Jesus, our Redeemer, that we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order of business is consideration on to nominate Roscoe Curry for county road supervisor. Do we have a second? I'll second the motion. Donnie Bush?
No.
Ray Moore? I mean,
No.
Roy Darrell, I'm sorry.
Aye.
Ray Moore?
No.
Al Changer?
No.
Okay, motion failed. Discussion and possible action concerning the Pampo boat dock, park/fish pier grant. And what this is considered is, we've got some money left over from the grant. I talked to Jennifer. She went down and looked and recommended reflooring the boat dock that's over there, but I guess maybe she didn't realize that we've already done that. We've done that back in the fall. And if we don't use this money, we're gonna lose it. I don't see any sense in losing it. She did tell me that we could probably, move some stuff around there and blacktop down to the new boat dock that we had to make it handicap accessible. And I would recommend just kind of, doing that, if that's what y'all see fit, and whatever we got left, just kind of blacktop around, even make a long blacktop trail to the porta potty, so that somebody, wheelchair something will be accessible.
If we make it handicap accessible, I think a good idea would be concrete.
And we could do that. She just recommended,
Well, place, I mean,
you know, it's not really that wide, and I don't know how you can get a pavement or line down there,
if you blacktop, you gotta do all, it can be done, but you have to do a lot of handwork.
Well, that's a grant, we're required to do a 50-50 match
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
we can use their workforce to frame it up or whatever we do blacktop.
Jeff, are you talking about the Pembroke side or the lakeside side?
The lakeside.
Okay.
The lakeside. The Pambo side, the way I understand it, I think that's the city maintained that. I've never done anything with it since we've been on.
I think there's some issues that too, to make sure we even own that. Unless we check that. I don't think
Which
Which
side?
one now?
Lakeside,
it's what we're working on.
Lakeside? I am positive, we purchased that when we were there. I want to see exactly how far it went from the telephone company line, from so many feet.
I mean, really brought that up.
Yeah, I know we've always
And
maintained it.
everything, the deed and
Well,
all
I
that's
think,
done.
I think what that was, is the language of the grant required that the money be spent on things related to recreation, so the deed needs to state for recreational purposes. Now, the way it was initially drafted, I don't think it did, but that's something that Brendan can do, it's called a deed of correction, and he's gonna do that. But I don't think it actually involves ownership issues, it's just the deed itself was not originally drafted correctly, but now it did not stop us from getting reimbursed on what we initially spent, like $8,700. We actually just got reimbursed for that Monday.
so we can go ahead
pending what I'm bringing up today.
Right, there's a balance of $4,211.17, but yeah, if you, like he said, if you'll go ahead and make a recommendation, we can get that to Crab, and they'll forward it on, get approval, and we can get started.
I make a motion to honor it, that's whichever the cheapest way to do it.
Okay, you wanna make a motion to get an estimate, or, and then, like I say, we can use our, frame it up.
Right, we, handicap set, wheelchair, whatever you do.
You get that motion, Hank? Get me there. Concrete, handicap ramp.
So that ain't no action at all. It's got gravel.
Mechanic seat 4211, and we can do anytime with it too. Bonnie Bush made a motion, Ray Moore seconded, Roy Darrell.
I second.
Have you seen it? Al Changer. Ray Moore,
Aye.
Al Changer,
Aye.
Bonnie Bush.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, I was gonna bring the thing that you brought, I did bring in here. You don't have something on here on ABC, but before, on this assignment of regional compensation for ABC administrator, clerk and investigator, pursuing the mandate of, KRS 241110, and I want to just kind of read it. It says here, it says, the county judge may appoint a person of at least 30 years of age, who at the time of appointment has been a citizen of the state and a resident of the county for at least 2 years, next preceding the date of appointment, who is able to qualify and serve the Frederick County Judge Executive as county alcohol beverage control administrator for the county. And next part, it says the compensation of the county alcohol beverage control administrator appointed by the county judge shall be fixed in the physical court according to the KRS 64-530, which says the county judge may appoint any investigator and clerks deemed necessary for the proper conduct of the county alcohol beverage control administration office. Their salary likewise shall be fixed by the physical court in pursuit of KRS 64-530, and they will serve at the pleasure of the county judge executive. That's the first one. And then the next one, it says the county alcohol beverage control administrator appointed by the county judge and administrative investigator shall have full police power of peace officer. And today, I'm going to bring you, I've got an executive order that I signed and filed here a little bit ago, and I'll just read it on. Executive order of the Breathitt County Judge Executive. Appointment of alcohol beverage control administrator, clerk, investigator, pursue the round, KRS 241.110. Where the citizens of Breathitt County have seen fit to allow for the sale of alcohol beverages within the boundaries of the county, and whereas the physical court has seen fit to allow such sales to take place in the county and collect tax and license fees therefrom, and where the physical court has the duties resolve the trafficking of alcohol beverages within the unincorporated areas of the county which is practically necessary to control. And whereas the General Assembly has dictated that the county must employ an alcohol beverage control administrator to carry out such control, and whereas the General Assembly has vested within my office the power unilaterally appointing the statutory qualification individuals to such position, and wherein the General Assembly has further dictated that said individuals serve at the pleasure of my office, and wherein the General Assembly has vested within my office the power unilaterally appoint any investigator or clerk that I may deem necessary for the operation of the Alcohol Beverage Control Administration Office, and wherein the General Assembly has dictated that these clerks and investigators are to serve at the pleasure of my office, and where the physical court is statute bound by the General Assembly to provide alcohol beverage control administrator, as well as investigator and clerk, to serve office with reasonable salary and set forth by KRS 64.530. And wherein the General Assembly has prescribed that funds derived from must be expended toward administration regulation, and policing and control of sales of alcohol beverages. And wherein the General Assembly in the same chapter has vested within me the power to appoint clerks and investigators with general police powers to control the sale of alcohol beverages within the unincorporated area of the county. Wherein these awarding of such funds for policing related to alcohol beverages, agents other than county alcohol beverage control, and agents will safely discard these appointments and allow the fiscal court to effectively circumstance these appointments and reserve solely to my discretion. And whereas any conclusion supporting such an allowance by the county would hold legal absurdity, as such conclusion could only be arrived at the prescription of KRS 241.110, written order. And therefore, by order of the office of the Breathitt County Judge Executive, I'm going to appoint that I'm recommending that, I'm appointing that Gary Fugit, Jesse James Thorpe, Jason Fugit are hereby appointed as investigators and serve as the Breathitt County Alcohol Beverage Control Administration and are beginning to serve immediately. But he further orders that description upon the demonstration of qualification and execution of the statute required bonds that Gary Fugit shall assume the role of Breathitt County Alcohol Beverage Control Administrator, at which his position and investigators shall become vacant. I further order that the appointed unless provided are effective as of this time, this filing of all these properties, automobiles, accounts, tools, other resources sorted by the Breathitt County Alcohol Beverage Control, or to be lawfully entrusted to my office for the purpose of insurance such resource and expelled upon administration, regulations, or policy required by statute. And that was done the 10th of October, 2019.
So names again,
Pardon?
the names,
Gary Fugit, Jesse James Thorpe, and Jason Fugit.
And that's investigators? Is that what you?
Yeah, okay. But when Gary had bonded, he would presume the role of administrator, and one would be a clerk, the other would be an investigator. But we have to get the bond in place on that.
We need compensation.
Right, that's what you all said, I haven't got the balance in, the money that we received, it can just be used for like 3 different things, and policing is one of them. Buy a vehicle and, education.
I don't understand you there, like you stated. Legally, you can appoint who you want to appoint, but the previous administration, we always, ever since the law, we voted, citizens voted county wet, we always had an ABC administrator, it was the law. But, up till now, no one received any compensation.
Right, I think John Lisher, I think if I'm not bad wrong, I think he may have appointed his wife as ABC officer. And that's almost,
Chris,
was you the director of the city? He had his wife right on the phone.
She
Oh,
I
okay.
met the judge.
Okay, she was taking his place. But anyway, that's another reason I'm bringing it up. We had $25,000, I think, when we come in. This is actually not to be carried over from one year to the next. It's supposed to be used for these reasons, and it hasn't been. That's why nobody's been paid, that's why it hasn't been released, I guess, the way I feel it needs to be. So,
I thought it went to law enforcement. Thanks.
pardon,
The ABC fund is supposed to be law enforcement.
this will be law enforcement.
I was referring to like the sheriff's office.
When I first appointed him, I actually appointed him to start with, and then I seen fit to remove him and replace it with a thing where we can police it and serve the whole county and,
So John was acting ABC administrator.
yeah, let's start with it.
No area.
Chris was before that.
Who was?
Yeah, Chris.
Chris pulled it in.
Chris received no pay from Chris.
Nobody received any pay.
But you want to pay
You
these,
went in January?
Yeah, this will be paid.
so what are you, I mean,
And that's left to you all to take what you got, 17,000, I think the balance is right now?
There's 32, that's all, 32,000.
So we've already got the other that,
There's
for this
32.
year, right?
No, we get money every month. They pay a tax.
Okay, so I'm backing up, when we came in, we had right at 25, right? And then the tax and stuff we generate up.
They
to
pay a
32.
license fee yearly. Every license.
Only thing that's been purchased out since I've been in office, they bought some, bought a printer and some, equipment, and then, we took the ABC money and transferred it out of ABC account and purchased, one charger that the city had. But y'all just need to sit down and figure out what you're gonna pay the administrator, don't have to do it today, yet, I don't know if y'all got the number. Y'all have an agenda, I don't know if y'all thought about the price, or, what you wanna pay them. They will be paid position, and there will be,
I mean, what's the goal, what I'm saying? We've had a AC administrator in the past with no compensation.
y'all actually been in violation by not paying anybody carrying money, but the money's actually not supposed to be carried over from year to next, but they allowed it to happen.
But we didn't lose no funds.
Not yet, no, that they back up to make you send it back, but I don't think it was. Can't do anything. Sheriff's Department, he got one deputy, and he's got plenty to do, and just relieve him from that duty, and he can do what he's elected to do, and we can do what we elected to do. So has anybody got any amount that they wanna set for the administrator of it, investigator of it? Because one of the hard, I told them that you all would set the pay, and
Have you researched like surrounding counties, what they pay?
didn't do that. I had a meeting today up at Hander, Scott was there, meeting, I thought we were gonna last 30 minutes, lasted an hour and a half. And run out there and had to go to the War Creek, and time I got over there and got back here, I didn't get to talk to him, but he was tired of being there.
But we will check around the county, won't we, give them what they've been paying?
We can do that, or I can set up, I can get a price together, and the next meeting, get with y'all before then, let y'all look, or check, whatever.
Judge, you know how many, licenses are in county?
Two, right, two.
It was Henry's three.
Hobart, Texas, and
Okay, so you count the extras and separate from all of them, okay.
So you got three businesses, you got that many people?
I think one liquor license and 2 beer licenses.
You know, what's on.
Four people.
And here we got another store.
All names and David Smith.
How many names? Three names?
Got two. Oh,
liquor
and alcohol.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
2 different entities, so.
Got two different. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't count anymore. They are two. But they ain't just to go check on those stores, I mean, they can patrol the county and, you know.
You only got 3 business things, we must control the county.
What?
You only got 3 businesses in the county, they must.
You don't patrol the
Patrol.
business, you patrol the, but you got a lot here in the city, on alcohol sales. Everybody don't buy it, go home in the city, they'll get it turned around from another road, and they don't make
They get the funds from the city,
the further part, yeah.
the city, right?
City got their own.
Yeah, they probably, I think, Ken Placer maybe here, I think, he told me.
Do you can have 3 people for 3 businesses, what I'm saying.
So they're gonna do basic patrolling too?
Basic patrol,
no, they're not this county, they're not.
Pardon?
They're not certified, they cannot patrol.
Not until they get,
They have to go through a.
Training,
They have to
right.
go through the box, and come through the county.
Right. And Gary's done that, he's been underneath, 2 or 3 different sheriffs, and then was underneath the city.
There's no grandfather on that.
Pardon?
No, it would not be grandfather.
No, let's go through training. And then, Jesse James and Jason may do the same thing to be able to get out there and patrol. They could get out here and drive, if they can't write a ticket.
Okay, you got no rest there.
Right, they know you can't rest. No, but they go through the program, get certified.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'll get some prices to other counties, and again, you know, one thing I keep in mind, Breathitt County is the second biggest county geographically in the state too, so, but I'll get some prices together, and let y'all get them, study them, and Discussion and possible action concerning the USDA/RD Community Facility Program grant for the Griffin County Jailer's Office. And I have to apologize, Joel wanted to speak to me yesterday, and I was in Crystal's office, and he texted me that he could have come by the office, and I was taking there a little while, and I came to my office, and I thought he was in there, but, I thought he left, Rick said he was in. I guess he was in his office, and I never did follow up, but maybe he named some stuff with you all, this is something that y'all need on the agenda, so y'all wanna,
Crad has.
Concern the grant.
Yeah, Crad, let me get her name, Shayna McGee, what, from Crad,
what's that one?
Shayna McGee, A-G-E-E, had reached out to me. And when he first came in, Joel asked Crad on his behalf, on fiscal court's behalf for the jailer, to apply for a new vehicle. They prepared the application, everything's ready to go. The only thing holding it up, there are 4 letters that have to be executed on behalf of the fiscal court and sent to Crad so that they can send this in, get it approved. Basically, the first letter is just saying that the fiscal court was founded in 1839 and the first court meeting was held in 1839. The second letter, there is a match, a 25% match required by the fiscal court. Total, this is a right around $48,500 grant. Yeah, there would be a $12,125.
Transport vehicle.
Yes, match required of the fiscal court. That's the second letter, would be obligating the fiscal court to that match. And this is all the USDA rural development, and then they would provide $36,375. The third letter is just saying that the fiscal court takes affirmative steps to encourage small and minority businesses to bid projects, which was FEMA, contract work. I know anything I advertise on your own behalf, there's always clauses in there for that required by the federal government. And then the last letter is basically just saying that we will insure it, it will be assigned to the jailer's office. The jailer will be responsible for its operation, maintenance, and insurance, and that it will be used in accordance with official business as related to the jailer's office. Now, and I've had some experience with USDA rural development when I worked for KRCC. They financed a lot of what they had through them, and the reason being they offer lower interest rates on loans than anywhere you're going to find. But this is a grant, so that's what this is about.
So you basically, the new vehicle, like $12,000.
Right.
Do we have any money budgeted in the jail for?
In the jail fund, the jail fund's about $600,000. All but $100,000 we transfer out of the general fund anyways. I mean, the money, whether it's $1,000 or whether it would be this vehicle has to come out of the general fund. There is money in reserve for transfer and a few other places that we could pull from. I'll say this, whether you do it or whether you don't do it, you're not gonna get a brand new vehicle.
We definitely
We need to vehicle.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is the van, and I wish I had a video to show everybody, if it's the van that I actually sent Joel some literature on when I first came in. It's like these Dodge vans with big tall cylinders, had a divider in it. And
got the insert.
And that way if you had women on you, women in the whole thing in transport, not have to have a female officer and that's probably what he wanted to talk to me about yesterday, and I just didn't get up there. 48.5.
That's, about what it comes to. I mean, like I said, our part, it says $12,125, USDA will fund $36,375.
Right, that'd be 25%.
I make both for the judge to sign all necessary paperwork acceptance agreement.
Second.
Can we get a motion? Second. Right.
Right.
motion now?
Yep.
Ray Moore. Al Changer. Donnie Bush. Lloyd Earl. Okay, next it is approval of Breathitt County Sheriff Tax Settlement, and I do not have to pay you.
Right. There. Bring up that to me. It's just something the sheriff's office has to do for every type of tax they collect. And, it's just something they have your also approval on for Department of Revenue.
And one gives the revenue, one gives the,
I mean, it breaks it, then what it is, it breaks it down by district. It shows, it has your property, oil, gas, unmined coal. The only thing on this here is franchise. It has to be done separately. The tax, the collection fee runs different on that. So. Yeah, approve it.
Second.
Al Changer made a motion, seconded, Al Changer. Donnie Bush. Lloyd Earl. Ray Moore. Motion carried. Approval to disperse $1,053.91 to Breathitt County Sheriff for annual training and theater and to charge against sheriff programs.
And again, that award letter from the LD's in that packet I laid before you all. And what we would have to do, we have a training incentive line item in the general fund. We would have to pay it from that and then transfer money from the sheriff's program support back to the training line item to cover. Actually, you want to approve the payment and then approve for me to transfer the money out of the sheriff's support.
How much is the program support bill having?
Last time I checked, it was around 18,000, something like that.
Let me get it on here. Did somebody make a motion? Who made it?
Motion. Second.
Donnie Bush. Lloyd Earl. Ray Moore. Al Changer. And approval of budget transfer of money for the program support and next thing, is that what we
Well, let
got?
me say, there's two different batches in here. The first one, batch 03-002, those are the transfers from the last fiscal court meeting you all had. You approved the donation to Helping Hands, you approved payment to Hinkle for 2 invoices, and then payment to Walker Communication.
Okay, what was Walker Communication?
That was the new.
That's okay,
And so you approve those transfers in the meeting too, but really just to make it official, you need to go back and approve this batch retroactive to 9/24. That was the date of the meeting.
And this also includes the budget transfer for the sheriff part two? Was that in the?
No, that'll be, but they give me permission to do that. This next batch is just, for the claims
No,
list.
wait, who needed permission? I mean, we gotta make a motion on it?
They just,
Oh, was that in the first motion to get?
Yeah, the
Okay.
claims,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I didn't write that down.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
So then the second batch is just to cover invoices on the claims list today, which is just Centos invoices and then the fuel bill from Wes and,
Wait now. This is something that I ain't gotta change on West Bank. I've got the invoices in there, but I didn't get it to match up with my thing, so I'm gonna ask you to leave the West Bank off until,
well, you mean under the vendor claims?
yeah.
That's, yeah, that's fine.
Will they pass that, Mitch?
Right here's the invoice, it's due on October 28th.
October 28th, we're gonna be the 22nd.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
yeah, we would be good.
And I just haven't had time, I couldn't find some receipts about the invoices, and I'm gonna get with that.
But anyway,
So it's gonna be Centay, and then Rita have one on there, if she wants?
she didn't, well, that's on vendor claims.
I ain't never got a better flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually usually like,
That's about page from the thing.
I usually like to take those and look at the, when I give you those invoices.
Now, Jeff, Bridget's invoice that's on the claims list was actually put on for last month's meeting, but didn't print.
Some for some software,
Is it on the claim list, all this?
it is. It was for, was it a training instrument?
Oh, that training.
Or something similar to it?
Is it on here?
Yeah, $190.82.
Well, you got it set.
Oh, it's just not the
I
page.
have all what you got. Sure, it's one. Right here. Everything.
We on number 965, 190.82.
Okay, so we're gonna do everything except West Bank Fleet, right?
Well, we've not got past the budget transfers yet. See, the claims list was
How
set.
we get on payments?
So anyway,
So the budget, explain again what the budget is.
all right, so the first batch of the budget transfers, like I said, you had 3 invoices you all approved last meeting, 924. These are the transfers to cover that, so retroactive approval for 924 for those.
Right.
And then the second batch, I went ahead and transferred down here to Concrete, done some emergency work on Elkview Road. We need to transfer some money to cover, pay that, so that's on there. And then,
That's the invoice that we got on there now, right? 66,184?
yes, and it looks like the other invoices, the other transfers are just for the city hospitals. $35 out of the general and $81.10 for the road. The approval on those on the first batch, retroactive approval to 9/24.
Now, Mitch, you said Elkview, it's Elk Ridge, right?
Elk Ridge Road, yeah, yeah.
Okay, motion?
So you're gonna pay everything except.
We just transfer money out.
Yeah, this is the transfer.
Oh, okay.
Motion. Second.
Motion closed retroactive.
Make a motion.
Howdy.
All right.
Done deal. Who seconded?
Got it.
Roy Darrell.
No.
Ray Moore.
Aye.
Al Changer.
Yeah.
Donnie Bush.
Aye.
Okay. Now, we get to approve the vendor's claim list,
Yes.
which will include, what we just talked about, the same day, bill for Bridget for 190, something like that, and all that.
90.82.
Everything except West Bank.
Motion. Second.
Let's pay everything but West Bank for now, right? Okay.
I just think, like I say, I've got two, it's on the invoice, but I can't find the receipts, and maybe they didn't send them or lost them, it's just on cash receipts. Ray Moore.
Aye.
Al Changer.
Aye.
Donnie Bush.
Aye.
Roy Darrell. Approval to disperse monthly expense amounts in the amount of $300 to Breathitt County Coroner on the last payroll of each month effective October 2019 pursuant to KRS 64-185-3. And I didn't bother bringing that in, but. You got the KRS on that, Donnie?
What is that, Mitch, expense allowance?
Yeah, it's, service corners and deputy corners can receive.
64,185, subsection 3. I ain't got that from it.
All right, we have a motion. Feel like a motion. Next thing, discuss possible action concerning appropriation of funds for purchase of gravel and pipe. And Bridget ain't in here. We was in there the other day, and y'all may have a list of pipe. We need 5 on CBA lane. We need 1 on Dunmore lane. We need, we have to buy 2, we actually need 1.5 going to 36 several drain pipes that we need to purchase to fix, and I don't know how, I think she copied on, we ended up putting
Should be already installed.
six drain pipes in, fish trap. So I ain't got no problem with, if we need one to let her call you all and see if that how y'all want to do it, or. Do y'all want to appropriate so much for pipe or gravel, or just call it we need it?
What's the gravel for these FEMA products? Have any idea?
Well, one thing with the last, I wanna say the last three jobs we've done, that I just went ahead and let them purchase the gravel and pay them. Bridget reminded me that we can actually buy the gravel and haul it, and they go to 20%. That's gonna be a lot of money. We've got over $1 million of FEMA projects, so then, I mean, that's $200,000.
Take some money.
Yeah.
So, if that's what it pertains to, I would, if you all want to recommend hauling the gravel for the FEMA projects,
I'll make a motion to, as of right now, just
get the gravel for the FEMA project.
FEMA gravel, FEMA project,
Okay, how about you pipe, you want to add it?
Does that same line, Donnie?
whatever we need for FEMA jobs.
We might need to get
We can do
Very
the,
little sense.
we can do the,
For FEMA only, and then how about on
we
pipe?
can do the pipe, we've done it.
Call it needed, and just better do it on. We have a lot of pipe, we got a budget for, got back over in there this week, they ain't two pipes in the whole lot of work, and it's almost like when we first came in, that's what it is.
I think about 3 of our, Moore Creek Road.
We need about 5 of her, I think. I've been back up there today.
I've been conservative 3, but yeah, it's decent.
What happened when they graded, sometime in the past, they tore the whole end of the pipe off, most of them with aluminum. There may be a couple that we can take and flip, that's broken on the thing, but I think I looked at it for 5 pipes out there. But that one in CBA, ain't that the district, over in, Lower Tobby? Me and Bridget went through that, take quite a few pipes. So, go ahead and make a motion to purchase gravel for all FEMA projects, and on pipe, just call as needed, approved.
I'll make that motion. That way Rich can document everything.
Fincher second. Lloyd Earl.
It's going to.
Ray Moore. Ellis Fincher. Donnie Bush.
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval to disperse payment in the amount of $66,184.76 to King Creek Drilling for emergency work on Hillview Road. This has already been completed.
Elk Creek.
Elk Creek, okay. You won't call it. Elk Creek Road, I'm sorry. Do they have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Ray Moore.
Aye.
Donnie Bush. Ellis Fincher.
Aye.
Don Bush.
Aye.
Lord Earl. Discuss possible action concerning personnel compensation. You don't have to do away with that, I don't know where you
This
get on
this
this.
pertains to the deputy judge's position.
What I didn't hear what you said
We discussed the deputy judge position,
there.
compensation.
Okay,
I don't think we can, we let Howard Cole.
We was already served from, we came in.
I got served with a summit Monday.
I just served everyone, you missed something on the way.
Correct.
Brandon, yeah.
Okay, I got mine in the mail. I guess they put, that's what it was, they put the courthouse address on everybody.
I think I got about 30.
Had,
You know that, right?
did,
Special, you need 3 don't
did Charlie get hers too?
I've got her, I'll take her. Yeah, I'll take her.
So do we need to wait till she gets served and, be by the
Well,
court.
we can set a figure right now, I mean,
Okay,
that's pretty much mute the law, so it's what I said.
okay. And it is, Charlotte Bay, I had appointed her as, August the first, 2019, as Judge Pro Tem, full-time. And
Okay?
you all just need to consider a reasonable salary.
You ain't got authority to set it full time. Except for physical court.
What do you mean, you got to go for privilege? Where does it say physical court?
No, according to KRS, no, you don't state that.
It
It says you
don't
had.
take- It don't take part-time either.
The law says, and I know you well aware of it, the law says you have the authority to appoint a deputy judge executive, which you promised you did, but that's another story. Okay, we're at this point now, okay? It also says the fiscal court consider reasonable compensation.
Right.
Is that what the law says?
You really don't say, I can't appoint her
It
part-time.
don't say we can't appoint part-time either. And I think, Rita has already discussed it with you.
No, he had not. He was kind of talking about some stuff, but since it's filing board, I would just say, I don't know that it's legal, and it don't say that I can't appoint her full-time.
If you take the report you want to, they can't go back what the law says. I just told you what the law says. It's got no figures, no part-time, it's statute.
Where's the law state that? You got the law in KR state that I can't appoint her, does that mean go say
No, I didn't
that?
say that. I said it's,
What's the law say?
to give you the authority as county judge executive to appoint a deputy judge.
Right.
It also says, at your discretion.
There
Does
you
not say
go.
no word, no part-time, does not mention full-time.
You
It
just
also
said,
says fiscal court, so fiscal court, instead of reasonable compensation.
you just said the key word, at my discretion. And I'm harder at my
For the
discretion.
position, not for the pay.
That's right, I'm harder for a full-time position, y'all just need to set a reasonable pay.
We can't afford to pay her $45,000 judge.
Y'all need to.
But you and Mr. Pearl submitted over and over, which is gonna cost these people, the taxpayers in this county,
Now,
over $70,000 a year, counting retirement, holidays, sick leave, all that. Figure it out. We've done figured, it's gonna cost
You.
a year, over $70,000 per year.
And you said, I said, consider this, I have never recommended that any, not one penny.
No, because you ain't got authority to.
Well, why did you say I said?
You can't say,
pay
I
45?
didn't say that.
Okay, what you did.
I said you've got the authority as county judge executive to appoint.
Okay, well, you.
A deputy judge executive, maybe I should have used what the law actually said, it said appoint.
At my discretion.
Look it up.
At my discretion, and I'm.
It says you set
full-time.
secretaries and it's whatever you say you need, which I wanna know what's gonna be her job is.
You ordered the board to look at my dish, and you see why I need
Well, we-
somebody to help me.
John Richard Smith didn't have a deputy judge, he made it pretty good.
That's
It saves the county a lot of money. We ain't got to spend.
I'm not here to talk about John Lester, y'all want to set a
I'm just-
reasonable salary or not?
I'll say what we got, I'll submit whatever. Let me ask you this, if we do that today, you gonna drop the lawsuit?
If it's a reasonable salary, yeah. If it ain't, then
What's reasonable to you then? What's reasonable? You tell me what's reasonable, and I'll tell you what we're off.
I'm not gonna do this, you're looking at that position, you said a reasonable salary, it don't say for the judge to set a salary.
It's your appointment, you created our own deal, so you tell us what you got in mind, so we know what we get.
Okay, you want to know how we can save, when John Lester was here too, and I don't know what Kay done, I don't know what Bobby done, I wasn't ever in here. But, when we hired, Bridget as a occupational tax officer and a secretary, I know, I think her pay was around 40-some thousand. And you take her insurance, so it's not costing the county any more money, and I do need help in there. I can't go over here and do road duties. You know what time I left Jackson last night? 8:30. I was in the dark checking roads.
What'd you
I
do?
go over there every morning, I come in here, go over there every morning, I come back over here, and that's why my distance looks
What
like
did you
it is.
tell
That's why we can't pay
when
the
you was
west
running
money.
for this office, what did you tell the voters of this county?
I told the people if I couldn't do it, I won't run.
You said you wouldn't,
That's right.
you wouldn't, hard, a deputy judge.
I did, but I didn't have no idea what I was getting into, I'll just say that. And I
You was
was
commissioner
for
for
4
4
years.
years, you shouldn't know this one.
I tell you what, 4 years, it's been equal about 2 days in this position, is what I've been through. But we ain't here to discuss that.
All right, I'll make a motion.
Y'all said a
With all this being
salary.
said, with all this being said, I'm gonna make a motion for Miss Charlotte Bailey, as deputy judge executive, to pay her $6,000 salary annually, $6,000.
60?
$6,000 salary exempt part-time.
Second.
So I think if you don't think it's reasonable.
I'll tell you, you're gonna vote on it, but we got a lawsuit. Donnie Bush make a motion for $6,000 for some.
$6,000 annually exempt, part-time.
Ray Moore second.
Yes, sir.
Roy Darrell.
No.
Ray Moore.
Yes.
Ellis Cantor. Donnie Bush.
Aye.
Take a motion to adjourn the meeting.